as you may be feeling the pressure of it as well. And it's not as if every generation and every time in our lives doesn't have a crisis to deal with. That's part of the human experience, I think, is learning how to hold the weight of what we are handed as we come onto this most extraordinary planet. It's the only planet we know of that has life on it like this, and we get to be here. So it's a shame to waste any of it. But what an extraordinary thing to have been born and or grown into a state of consciousness. So if you feel like you know something about the world and about the planet and about love and about diversity and about change, about intervention, about education, about saving rivers, if somehow in your life some part of that has come to you, I think we should just pause from time to time and realize how lucky we are to have some consciousness, because we see a rising force of people who don't seem to know where they live, don't seem to know who they live with, don't seem to understand how to take care of this precious place, don't seem to understand how to love one another. And I feel very sad for them. I feel very sad for them. You hear the outrageous things that come out of their mouths and out of their minds and hearts, and you feel they must have been extraordinarily abused children. And I don't mean that as a joke. I mean that desperately and sadly. So how do we who have this gift of consciousness, and I don't mean that in an arrogant way, but just weren't we lucky to somehow learn how to move from the heart? How are we going to reach those people and communicate with them and make sure that this planet keeps spinning? So I thank you all, because I think one of the first steps to finding out where your heart is to know where music is. So here you all are.
I think you have to get that one. Only if you were bringing it.
And I hope even today, even though we're on vacation and away and getting to hang out and listen to music, that we'll put into practice what we know. Because we will be in small spaces all day. And maybe things will come up where we can all learn a little more about one another instead of complaining that someone's blanket has been spread too far along on the grass. So this is a song for some of those folks out there in the world who seem to be so angry, so hurt, so afraid that they have to take what they know and use it to abuse others. I sing this to them.